Okay,
Yeah.
but now you all, we got to talk about some nitty gritty stuff.
We got to talk about
Because don't y'all think we did not notice or we didn't see what was going on over the weekend.
That's right.
Even though we were in Palm Beach.
That's right.
At Mar-a-Lago.
Yes.
We were seeing it all go down.
There's some stuff that was really going down, disturbing.
I just want to say this one thing. Whenever I see people that call themselves Trump supporters, that want to start bashing our man and blaming him for what happened over the weekend, these are not true Trump supporters.
No, they're not.
These are people that jumped on the bandwagon when he was about to win or when it looked like he was going to win.
Yeah.
I want y'all to understand that.
That's right.
True, loyal supporters stand behind their president.
That's right.
These people that want to say something, got something to say, these people, I promise you, they was not with him from the beginning.
No, they
and they
wasn't.
want to see him in any kind of, if it look like it's a hookup,
Yes.
let me say something
Let
about
me
it.
say something about it. Let
That's
me
what they
blow
wanna
up about
do.
it.
That's what
because
they wanna
I
do.
said this was going
Right.
to happen and all of this other
And
stuff.
what we have to do is we have to ignore them.
We got to
People,
ignore them.
a snake will show its ugly head.
Yes.
Just give it time.
Give it time.
It'll sliver among you like it's on your side.
That's right.
But as soon as there's a hookup, now here he come or here she come showing her nasty head.
That's right.
That's the snake, you all.
That's a
You
snake.
got to determine who the snakes are.
Yes.
Drain the swamp,
Drain
meaning
the
those
swamp.
snakes too.
It's
So
right.
I ignore the snakes.
Uh-huh.
I don't talk about the snakes.
That's right.
I act like I don't even see the snakes.
That's right.
Because I know half of them wasn't on the Trump train from the beginning. The
That's
only
right.
reason they jumped on, and so it's just like they hunt. People leech on to you when they
Yes.
think you're going
when
somewhere.
they think you're going
But
somewhere.
they wasn't there when you were priming the pump and
No.
all of that stuff.
Nowhere
You had
to
to
be
go
found.
get to some gas to put in the train.
Yeah.
You had to. Sometimes you had to
Get
push
some
it by yourself.
Yes.
You had to push.
Had
They
to
was
repair
not
the
there.
track.
But there. But then. Oh, you want to try to blame our man for
Right,
something.
right,
Oh, now
right.
here you come. We don't want to hear nothing you got to say.
Not a
If
word.
you wasn't there for the beginning, you can shut the hell up.
Up. That's
Period.
right. You said it. You absolutely
So,
said it.
with that said, you
Yes.
all, there's a lot of movers
Yes.
that's on the board. Now, it looks like they've been playing checkers. And this whole thing, give me that pen, girl. You know, I got to have something in my hand when I'm on.
Bam.
That whole thing done turned into chess.
That's right.
You got to understand that the president,
Yes.
they are
Yes.
players.
Yes.
This is the president.
That's the president.
There are players on the board.
That's right.
Some players can go this way.
Yes.
Some players can go this way.
That's right.
Some players can do an L.
That's right.
But your job is to always make sure you
Protect the king. Listen,
Now,
on the chessboard.
and we're
Go
not
ahead.
calling the president king. He's the president.
Well,
but
I'm
trying
comparing
to.
it to the chess.
We're comparing it to chess. Yeah,
You
we
know,
got to.
we got to let people know.
No, because they'll take
they
that and
won't
they'll
take it
run.
and
They'll
run with
take
it.
it and run with it.
But on that chessboard,
On the
guys,
chessboard,
you have that king.
you have the king.
And the object to that game is to protect the king.
You got to protect.
Or protect the king or try to get the opposition king.
Okay.
But
So you can either protect it or take the other one down.
right.
Got
But in the positions that you play, you have the rook,
it. You have the rook.
you have the knight,
You have the knight.
you have the bishop,
You have the
and
bishop.
you have the queen.
And you have the queen.
All right. Okay. So it's going to be one king, one queen, but there is two rooks, two knights, and two bishops. Okay. Each one, the rook, the knight, the bishop, and the queen has positions that they play.
That's right.
Okay. Yes, like you just said. Some go diagonal, vertical, sideways. Everybody, and then you have the pawn. Okay. The pawns play their position as well. They're like the front line.
That's right. They're like the front
They're
line
like the front
of the
line.
defense.
Okay.
And if you're not willing to be the front line defense for the president,
That's right.
first
Get
of all,
out of the way.
I'm talking to the pawns.
Yes.
I'm talking to the ones that say that you're on the Trump train.
That's right.
You're behind Trump. But when you see a hookup, you want to blame him
Yeah.
for somebody else's mess up.
That's
For
right.
some of these elites and these rhinos.
Exactly.
That's what I'm talking
That's
to.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. And so with you having the pawns and you having especially like the bishop, because you know they are the closest
Right.
to the king and the queen.
So they are closest. So
The bishop
okay,
is,
now let's
uh-huh.
take this here and put this in presidential terms.
That's right, that's right,
You
that's
have
right.
the president.
Yeah.
There is certain people that is close to the president.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
That's right.
And they're supposed to play a particular position to protect the president.
That's right. That's right.
That's what they are
They're
supposed
supposed to
to
do.
Okay?
Right.
Now, that queen.
That queen girl.
Girl, she is bad.
She's a bad.
She is bad.
She's bad.
So let me tell you something. When you mess with President Trump,
Boops.
our First Lady Melania Trump is bad.
She's bad.
Okay? You don't mess with nobody's husband.
That's
All
right.
right?
That's right. And here's the deal. We are just taking we are using the chess as an analogy for what we're trying to break down when it comes to the president.
That's right.
And
That's
what
right.
I need for people to understand, I don't want to jump ahead, is that the president
Yes,
delegates
that's right.
to the players.
To the players. That's right.
The president
key
don't
players.
sit to the key player.
That's right.
The president don't sit down all the time. He can't read everything verbatim for work. If
Right.
that be the case, now he's that means that he's doing everything.
Everything.
He can't.
He can't.
He is here.
That's right.
And he have these key players.
Exactly.
Now, if Paul Ryan convince everybody that this health care bill is good, it's going to be out of sight, it's going to be this, we're going to get the votes for it,
Yes.
and then undercoverly, secretly, we can't get what we need. Don't be looking at the president.
Right.
You look at the people that was delegated to do certain things.
jobs. That's
And
right.
it was Paul Ryan's job
Right.
to go to somebody and say, whoa, if something may not be right about this.
Right.
Or something we can't get the votes.
Right.
Not get hit on TV.
Right.
And start running off at the mouth like we got this.
Right.
You talking about the crucial moment, which is the first 100 days of President Trump presidency. And this here, if you don't know what you're doing, you need to get out of the way.
You need to shut it up.
And what they, girl, let me just be quiet.
Calm
Let
down.
me be quiet.
Calm down. But let me say this while you calm
ahead,
down.
go ahead.
Okay. You know, I remember whenever our work was going to work. Okay. And I can remember working one job for 5 years, same position. So with me working at one job for 5 years, same position, that sort of kind of made me an expert at that job.
At what?
At that job.
Come on,
okay?
girl. Come on, break it on out. Break it on
Because
out.
I'm having hands-on training
That's right.
on that job.
That's
All
right.
right. So now after 5 years, me working that job, income supervisor,
Right.
fresh out of college.
Fresh out of college.
Right. He or she saw how the job is done. But I actually did the job. Okay?
Right.
But with that supervisor, when that supervisor go and show me something different on that job, even though I know the job and I've been there for 5 years, I got to respect that supervisor. I got to listen and pay attention to that supervisor.
Absolutely, that's right.
Do you follow me
I
so
got
far?
you.
All right. So, now, it is my position
It is your
as the
position.
person that worked that one job
That
for 5
5
years
years.
to make this supervisor look good.
You better make sure that if you was weaving cloth, that you make sure that cloth went out and that cloth was good. If you was making cars, the tires were
Had
put
to-
on
everything had to
right.
be
So
right.
Ford wouldn't look bad.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's right. Because I had to meet that daily quota. All right? And when you meet that daily quota, at the end you get a trophy.
You get a trophy
for
with
that team that you played on. All right? Because that was my professional job.
Right.
All right?
Right.
Even though that supervisor just got out of college and came on in there, but you know, the supervisor knew how to do the job, but the supervisor wasn't hands-on with the job like I was, but still, even though I got a paycheck to do that job, whenever the supervisor gets a raise, I get a raise.
You get a raise.
Now, we weren't making the same amount of money.
But still,
But
you
what
got
I'm
to
trying to
know your position,
and
you
you
got
got
to
to
play
respect.
it, and you got to respect.
You got to respect the
president.
position
That's right.
of the supervisor. That's
That's
where
right.
I'm getting
Right.
to. Okay,
There you go.
You
You
got to
can't-
respect
that's
the
right.
position of the supervisor, even though you've been at the job longer than the supervisor. But let me make one quick point.
Okay.
If you've been at that job for 7 years, writing the same damn bill to get something did.
Because you've been talking about
this same
before
thing.
President Trump
Come
came
on,
along. Come on.
Now you got the Congress, okay? You got the Senate, and you got the White House. You can't get what you've been working on for 7 years done? What type of professional are you, and why are we paying you to do something and you ain't meeting the quota?
I'm glad you said that. Go ahead.
But you know what they gonna do with my behind if I don't meet that quota?
They'll fire you.
No.
What you gonna do?
They gonna repeal and replace me. That's what they going to do. It's time for some people to be repealed and replaced because they've been playing the same game that's been putting their foot on the American people's neck and getting nothing done.
Okay. So if they've been working on this, all of this here long time, and you persuaded and you convinced our president, the people the man that we stopped for,
that's right,
that this was good. Why did this pass?
Why?
So now I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
Were you playing games?
Oh, did you do this on purpose?
Were you trying to do this on purpose?
Well, were you trying?
Because your job. Everybody have key positions. And if you're not paying your condition and you just sitting around collecting a paycheck and you don't care how our president is going to look.
That's right.
That's when we call draining the swamp. You need to be
You
drained.
need to be gone. Because you supposed to be the professional.
You supposed to be
You've been there in the midst, in the thick of it, and you supposed to know the damn ropes.
You supposed to know it. You supposed to
When
know
that supervisor came in, I didn't care if that supervisor just getting out of college, and I've been there for 5 years. I was the professional.
Right.
I was supposed to know the ropes.
Right.
So I can make this supervisor look good, or he gonna repeal and replace me.
And the reason why we use chess, you all, because we were talking about positions, the key
and checkmate.
And checkmate.
That's
Remember
right.
I put the video out the other day about checkmate.
Yeah.
So I had to go back to use that as an analogy.
Yes.
Now we're talking about the president. He is the president.
Yes.
And the people's jobs is to do their job. When it comes to safety, security, when it comes to these bills.
That's right.
You're supposed to know certain key things.
You're supposed to know this.
And if this is not going to fly right, okay, wait. Maybe we need to regroup this.
Yes.
But you don't keep this scenario going. And let me tell you something about our president. This is what I love about him.
Come on, tell.
If you all don't know who our president is, you might need to get the book called The Art of the Deal.
That's right.
Let me tell you something. You got to know when to roll them, when to fold them, when to walk away.
That's right.
He didn't make no deal, and he don't get desperate.
No, you don't
let me pull it back.
For that. That's right.
Okay, we don't want to repeal and replace this. We don't want to do nothing.
Right.
No worry. It's going to blow up. It's going to balloon in everybody's face. And you're going to be forced to come to the table to do something. Okay?
It's going to be like
another thing. I keep hearing people say 24 million people are going to lose their health care. Well, what about the millions of people that can't afford it and they're still losing it? Okay, what about that?
That's right.
I keep hearing that.
Because we want this to be an even playing field all the way across the board.
All the way across the board.
We want.
That's right.
That's what we want.
That's what we want.
But my still main agenda here is if you've been in a position for all of these years and now you have been blessed to be in a position where we can make this work. What team are you playing for?
What team are you playing for?
What team are you playing for? Because we can't have the picture. I'm standing there with my back ready to hit the doggone ball.
Right.
But then in the dugout, they taking and stabbing me in my back.
Right.
So I won't get a home run. I mean, listen. What team are you on? And if you're not on the Trump team, then get off the team. And because not only are you stagnating him, you're stagnating the country, the people that voted for him, the American people that wants to see some stuff and some measures put in place so that they will not be drained.
Right. Another thing when it comes to health care, you know what I would recommend?
Yeah.
They need to reach back and go out and talk to the American people. Take this directly to the American people.
Yes.
What did we like? What didn't we like? We didn't like the fact that we were forced to get it.
Right.
Okay? We didn't like the fact that the premiums were high when you got
we didn't like that.
We didn't like that. We didn't like the fact that they were going to charge you. If you didn't get it, they was going to charge you a penalty at the end of the year. We didn't like those mandates. We didn't like the fact that once you had it and now your premiums done skyrocketed where you
Right.
can't afford it,
And-
and then you can't even use it.
You can't even use it. And I don't like the fact that it's paying for illegal immigrants or illegal aliens that is not even paying into our own system.
Right. And you
I don't
cannot
like that.
continue to drain the middle class
Right.
and make them pay for everything.
Exactly.
So when somebody said, well, 24 million people gonna lose it, well, what about all the millions of people that's already
that
losing
can't
it
even
because
afford
they
it?
can't even afford it?
That's
They
right.
said they would prefer to pay the penalty instead of having to pay these premiums.
That's right.
Because they can't go, your stuff done triple.
Yes.
$1,400, $1,500 a month.
It's
And
ridiculous.
you still can't use it because of this high deductible.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it's going to implode and explode and just, it's going to do what it has to do for people to see. And then all of the congressmen, the senators, everybody up there making the decisions against it, you go get on Obamacare. And then come back and talk to
You know
us.
they're not gonna do that, girl. They're
Yeah,
not
you
gonna
go
do
get
that.
your behind on Obamacare and then come back and talk to
Well,
us.
you know they're not gonna do no mess.
Well,
like
that's what
that.
they probably need to do.
They're not gonna do
And you
that.
know what else needs to happen?
Okay, go ahead.
I need for some people to email me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I want to know the Democrats and the Republicans. Who do you see? I want their names. I want to know who they are. And then I want to know when is their time up.
That's right.
Mhm. And then who are they running against? Okay? If
Right.
they're running against anybody, I want to know because it's time to vote somebody's
Ass out. Yeah, somebody's got to go.
It's time to vote
Yeah.
them out.
Because they play too
They're
much.
playing too much.
And my thing is, this is the most crucial time
Yes,
right now.
yes.
Because the Republicans control this.
You-
but when
you
you
have
got the
everything you
rhinos,
need.
when you got the elites, when
Yes.
you got the people, the never Trumpers, and these people are part of the Republican
Party. You're supposed to be
look-
part of the Republican Party. So what were you doing when the Democrats was in there?
Right, that's right.
Okay? Were you part of the Democrats?
Right.
Because
There you go.
now here you is, have your own team to win and you're winning, but you want to take and pull against it.
And another thing, should we just get rid of healthcare altogether and keep the government out of it? Because what was people doing before healthcare?
What were they doing before? Because I don't remember hearing all of this stink here about it. But when you have illegal immigrants, especially draining our system, and you know, attorney, I always say Senator Jeff Sessions, but Attorney General Jeff Sessions came out today
Yes.
and was talking about pulling no federal grant money for sanctuary cities.
Well, I don't fault him.
That's right.
Listen, you all, and I don't know if you all heard of this. It was in Maryland. Was it in Maryland?
Maryland. Yes, right.
These two teenagers, they were 18, 17-year-olds. They were, one of them we know were illegal.
Both of them. It came out that both of them
were illegal
are illegal
immigrants.
aliens. That's
and
right.
they raped this 14-year-old girl in school.
Allegedly.
And y'all not hearing about it because the media, especially the left wing,
Right.
they don't want to
They
talk
don't wanna
about
talk
it. They don't
about
want to talk about what's going down.
Right.
And my thing is something need to be done about these sanctuary cities.
Yes.
Why are
And
we taking,
states.
whenever JoJo down the street, if he go rob a bank, we can't sanctuary
We
him.
can't- that's
we
right.
can't put him in no sanctuary
That's
city
aiding and
say,
abetting
hey,
if you do
that's
that.
right. We're going to go to jail for that.
That's right.
So if people commit crimes when they cross our border,
Right.
why are we harboring these people and telling them you can go to this state and that state, and then
Right.
they go to these states and they're committing crimes?
Right.
And I said this in the other night and I'll say it again. When you are an American, you are born in this country.
Yes.
Honey, they track you from the time you leave
come
your
out the
mama's
rooter to
stuff.
the tootie. That's right. You come
You
out-
get a social security number
Yes.
and you get a birth certificate.
Certificate.
So what I don't understand is how is it that Americans are tracked that way,
Right.
but we allow people to come across our border and they get if they get a social security, it's fake. We
It's
really don't
fake.
have
Yeah.
any ways
That's
of tracking
right.
them.
That's right.
I don't understand it.
But then we have a president that wants to protect Americans, and all he wants to do is implement proper vetting. He's not trying to keep people out the country. He just wants you to come here legally.
That's right.
And the right way.
Right.
And then we have to know how to properly vet the people that do come here. And then you have people going against that.
Right.
To protect us, the American people.
That's right.
But will I see a illegal immigrant or a refugee that hadn't been vetted at your house?
No, they're not
In
gonna-
your yard, in
no,
your
they're not
pond.
gonna move them around.
You
here.
won't let
They're
them
gonna
move
drop
around
them
you.
off in the hood.
You
They're gonna
drop them off in the hood.
That's what
That's
they do.
right. And that's how That's how it is. And but then, you know, to take our government money to fund sanctuary cities. What about our veterans?
Yeah, that money can go towards veterans or somebody like that.
What about
that
our
money should
cities?
be account? Yeah.
Yes, reallocated towards
Other things.
other things that helps
That
we
we
the
need.
American people.
Right.
That's where it needs to go, and that's where it needs to be. That's exactly what needs to happen.
I totally
because
agree.
it's like waste, fraud, and abuse. I think it's a waste.
Right.
Because when people, if you're not putting into our system, you're
taking
you're
from
taking
it.
from it, constantly taking from it. And that's why the healthcare is the way it is.
Right.
And not to mention all of this high medicine and hospital costs.
Right.
To help
Because that drives up the cost.
drive up the cost for everything. But to take and put it on the backs of the American people, that's got to stop.
It's not going to
It
fly.
has to stop. So, you know, for our president, President Trump,
Yeah, we said,
continue
okay, yeah.
to drain the swamp.
Drain the swamp.
That's
and
right.
it's okay. No worries.
No
We're
worries.
not even going to have a vote.
That's right.
We're not even going to have a vote on this here. Let it explode.
Let-
We'll come back and visit this. Let's move on to taxes.
Let's move on
Now, I
to
know
taxes.
y'all ready for y'all taxes to be cut, and I am
Yes,
really
baby.
excited about this one.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to move on to taxes. In
That's
the
right.
meantime, we're going to keep draining the swamp. But I had to come on here because I get so upset
Right.
with people. Don't point the finger at my president.
Right.
Don't point the. And when I see people doing that, you wasn't on his side from the beginning.
That's right.
A slivering, nasty, low down snake.
Dirty
is,
snake.
dirty one.
Yes.
Is what you all.
Exactly.
Whoever's doing that.
Yeah.
The ones
Yeah.
that's doing that.
That's right.
I am behind my president.
That's right. And
100%.
loyalty.
Yes.
What the hell has happened to loyalty? We don't even know how to be loyal anymore. You know, the first thing somebody do one thing wrong or somebody do something that don't kind of fit well, oh my God, well, you just dump them. You just dump them.
Right,
What
Well, see, you
happened
wasn't
to
on their
loyalty?
side in the beginning.
That's right.
And this, we didn't say it was going to be easy.
Right.
Listen, you all, President Trump won this with the American people.
Right.
A lot of these elitists, you know, the left went for him. A lot of these elitists, a lot of these rhinos,
Yes.
these people didn't want. And Paul Ryan came out and said some
He
stuff
said- he said-
about our president.
He said it.
He said some stuff
That's
about
right.
our president.
That's
I was
right.
happy Judge Deneen said what he
Yes.
said. He do need to be fired.
He do, that's right.
He do
He
need to
do.
be fired.
Of course
You the
you
one
do.
went around taunting this
Taunting
and
this
touting it
and-
like it was
yes.
going to be
That's
so
right.
grand and you couldn't even get nobody to vote on it.
That's
That's your
right.
fault.
That's right.
your fault and your problem.
Exactly. Especially when you've been in position
Uh-huh.
and supposed to know
And,
the
you,
ropes
and y'all been talking about repealing and replacing it for years.
for years. And now the opportunity has presented itself where you should have measures in place where nobody would be like, oh no, we need to vote for this here. We really need to vote for this. Nobody would be like, no, we can't vote for that.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
They should have certain measures in place. But if your own is not going to receive you, how the hell do you expect the other team to receive you? When you got the doggone alligators in your own team. It's supposed to take a team to build a dream.
Yes, it does.
But if you got part of the team acting like damn fools, won't support the head, the supervisor, the president, won't protect your
His
the main
interest.
pla-
His
Girl.
interest. That is so important. Just making sure certain things.
Yes. Why are you in that position?
Right, that's right.
You're wasting time.
We ain't
You're
got time for
wasting
you to be
American
sitting up
people's
there-
time.
We ain't got time for you to be sitting up there eating crumb cake
Hell no.
and sipping on mochas.
That's right.
We need yours to be working.
Working
And
for
what
the
you should have
American
been doing,
people.
you sitting up there on CNN talking about this gonna be such a good bill. Well, why you couldn't get people to vote on it, Paul Ryan?
Ryan?
Why?
us
No.
why.
No, he do need to go. He
Well,
needs to go.
That's
He do need to go.
because when people are playing games
Right.
and they're in this mess for themselves, okay? They with their buddies and they in this stuff for themselves. They can give two rats cents about the American people.
That's right.
We
They
are
play
the
games.
one that voted Donald Trump in.
We surely
okay?
did. That's right.
He's working on behalf of the American people needs.
That's right.
And if you don't want to do the same, get your ass out of
You got to
office.
go.
Stop wasting
You got
time.
to go. You can't be wasting our time.
Stop wasting
Don't be
time.
wasting our time like that because we don't like that.
That's right.
And we will call you out. We had to call him out before, didn't we?
We sure did.
And we thought
Yes, didn't have a problem with it.
Cause see,
Him and a few more others.
And I see this and I get so
Yes.
sick and tired
And
of it.
another thing,
What, girl?
when my doggone president that has worked
All
week
week
long
Yes, girl. Say it.
want to take and go play some golf,
That's right.
you leave him
the hell alone because he can play.
That's right.
Let me tell you something. This
Yes.
man is one of the hardest working men to be his age.
Exactly.
He is one of the hardest working men I've ever seen.
Right.
And you know what?
Yes.
It's so many leaks coming out that White House. I don't
Woo.
fault him. I would leave on
I
the
would
weekend
leave
too.
too.
How
Yes.
can he be there comfortably
Yes.
and he can't even trust the
Just
people around him because stuff be leaking out?
Yes.
And you know, he should.
He should.
And listen, I'm happy that he going to his own property.
place.
Don't go down there to Camp
No, don't go
David.
down
They may
there.
have something set up
That's
for
right.
him.
That's right.
Don't go to your own stuff where you
That's
know
right.
you safe.
And for the ones that's complaining, when you get finished working, you take your ass to the house.
That's right. But if he choose to go on the weekend and play him a little golf,
That's right.
go have him some dinner,
Yes.
he can do that.
And go home to his house in Mar-a-Lago.
He can
You
do
leave
that.
him the hell alone.
That's right.
You leave him alone because he's done more in the last 8 weeks
right.
than President Obama have did in the last 8 years.
I don't remember that stock market being up
Hell no.
very, very high day after day.
I don't remember
now,
that.
it's a little something that's happened, just a little bit, but we gonna get it back on track.
What's happening?
But with the stock market, I think it
Well,
was
I
a
mean,
little
that's
shaky when
that's
it
that's
this morning.
expected.
Okay.
That's expected. But the deal is, there got to be key players that love
got to-
our president
And love this
and love
country
his
and
agenda.
loyal.
Yeah, and
love
loyal.
his agenda.
Yes,
I
because
don't think Paul Ryan liked his agenda.
well,
no way.
well,
Paul
no, he didn't. But the deal, what I'm trying to say is, the people that is around him supposed to know the road. So you would have known to go to tax reform next before even going to health care.
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay, go ahead on
Get
say
the
it.
put the easiest stuff. Do
Yes.
those first.
Right.
You know this here healthcare is gonna be a challenge. Then maybe that shouldn't have been the first thing.
But the deal is, who is the advisors? Who are the people that surround him, that's been there, that knows the rope, how the game is played? Who are you? And then
Some
I
of
was
them
going to
need to be
ask, why the
fired.
hell are you there?
That's right. That's right.
I mean, you know, if two black chicks that's down with politics
Yes.
know a little bit more than you,
That's right. Because you should know, honey, we would have put the first thing would have been about
Yes.
this tax. So come on, let's cut these taxes.
That's right.
Do the smaller things that you know these can get done. And then we'll come, okay, because this healthcare thing is big. Because you got, with 24 million people are going to lose their healthcare. Well, what about the
The
20-some
other
millions
something
that can't
millions
afford
and-
it?
that's
so
right.
is that fair to make them pay for something they can't afford
Right.
so that you can get it for free? It's all crazy, you all.
Yeah.
The whole thing is crazy.
it's
The whole-
flawed.
it's
It is flawed, and I
Mhm.
see it. And you know, when we left Washington after the inaugural, we felt something in our spirit that wasn't
that's
right.
It surely wasn't.
You felt it, and you said it. You called it.
Oh yeah.
It's something that's not right.
It is time for my president. Go ahead, drain the swamp. I don't care. Fire, fire, fire.
Yes.
Fire them all. I don't give a who. Fire them all if you have to. You want to take some calls?
Oh
tonight?
yes, we could take some calls. 980-224-4600.
980-224-4600. We're gonna take a few calls tonight, so we can talk to you all, and y'all tell me your thoughts about old Paul Ryan.
Yes. What are
and
your
this here
thoughts?
healthcare issue, because hell, we could have been talking about something else
Yes.
instead of on this here, and we want to hear from you all. Just hear what you all have to say. That's all.
Yes.
I'm trying to be calm. They said, Dad, why you? I'm trying to be
We're
calm.
trying
so
to
I won't
be
be all
calm.
hyper.
Yeah, we're trying to be.
Sometimes you don't even understand me when I'm hyper. Okay, girl, you got somebody on the
No,
call?
980-224-4600. Everything's coming up, and there we go.
Okay.
All right. And make sure that your device is cut down or turned down so that we can understand you and you can understand us.
Hi, you're on with Diamond and Silk. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, Diamond and Silk. This is Sandy again. I'm from Arkansas.
Hi,
Hi,
Sandy. Okay, so give us your
Hi,
thought
you
about
guys.
Ryan, Paul Ryan and the healthcare agenda.
Okay. Here's the deal. Okay. My husband has not had health insurance since Obamacare went into effect.
Okay.
And his literally, he went with Blue Cross for about a month, and then it doubled. It went up to $800.
Okay.
And there was no way he could afford it.
Wow.
And and he's got diabetes.
Okay.
And so he's just been without it. And there's just no way that we can do it. And, you know, I think that Paul Ryan needs to go. And I think that they need to do away with everything that has to do with Obamacare and do something.
That's right.
You know, but everything that has to do with Obamacare, it's got to be repealed completely.
Yes,
You feel-
yes,
okay.
I agree.
Okay,
Totally
thank you
agree.
so much for
Darla. We love
calling.
you.
So they just want you to just do away with everything.
Do away
They said
with
do
it.
away with
Well,
everything.
yeah, it's
Okay.
nothing wrong with doing away with it, and then we can come back and see how it would benefit all of us. But I think the government's going to have to get out of it.
The government's gonna have to get out of it.
So that because it's
But then you have with the 24 million that's meant, we're gonna lose it. You cannot expect for that to run off the backs of the people that's got to pay everything.
right. But if you make it affordable all the way across the line, especially with the able-bodied persons, meaning their body is able to work some kind of way,
Right.
That's who I'm talking about. If you eliminate the illegal immigrants or illegal aliens that's draining our system dry, I mean, look at that. If you take and lower the cost or cap the cost of medicine or and hospital
Right.
stays and so forth, where you
That'll
pay-
help bring down that cost.
instead of allowing them to pay $150 for aspirin,
Yeah.
right? That all of that. If you take and do that,
You go to the hospital, just take your own aspirin, your own gauze, your own
Can't do
everything.
that.
Hi,
Okay.
we
Yeah,
on.
somebody's
Hi, you
on.
on with Diamond and Sip? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, it's Donna from Pennsylvania.
Hi,
Diamond.
Donna.
Give us your thoughts.
How you guys doing?
doing
Wonderful.
wonderful.
I think Paul Ryan is a snake in the grass,
Hello.
and I think he needs to go. I think
To the left, to the left.
the
That's
stuff
right.
he's doing was planned, and I think that he's on the other side.
Yes.
I think he's up there. I think he's up there with John McCain,
Yep.
Lindsey Graham, and those old bottom dweller snot rads that don't
She
belong
go-
up in there.
she
They
does-
should just go right over to the Democrats.
Thank you.
That's who they're playing for anyway.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
calling.
darling.
No,
That's
she
the
didn't say
tea.
it's not rap.
Yes, honey, it's not
y'all,
rap.
now I heard a rumor. Now we're gonna say allegedly. I don't know if it's true, and I don't know if they were trying to. I'm not gonna put it out there because it could be fake. news.
Okay, then.
I'm not gonna put it out
We-
there.
we don't
Let's
need
go
no
to
fake
another
news.
call. Hi,
Okay,
you
here we
on with
go.
Diamond and Sip? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello?
Hey.
Hi, this is Diamond and Sip. What's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Indiana.
Hi.
Hi.
What do you think about Paul Ryan? And what do you think about this healthcare fiasco?
I think Paul Ryan is a traitor from the get-go, and I feel like the only reason that it was interesting because he fell away from what he was doing, and then he pulled away from the Republican Party, and then all of a sudden he was right back up there standing with Trump like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he keeps kind of going back and forth. He's wishy-washy, and I thought I respected him before, but now he just doesn't even seem to have like a constant belief. He's just wishy-washy, and he's all
Yeah.
over the board.
He's all over the
extremely
place.
confused.
He's just in a way.
Thank you so much for calling,
Thank you, darling.
I agree.
Thank you.
And then it takes me, with this here being a sham,
Uh-huh.
it takes me back to all of the stuff he did when
Yes.
President Trump was running.
And sad.
And all of the stuff he said.
Not just him.
Uh-huh.
A lot
Because
more.
these moments are so crucial.
Yeah.
It can be no mess up.
Right.
It's just like when you protecting the president, it can
Yes.
be no mess up.
No mess up.
It can't be no hookup.
That's right.
You got to know what you're doing.
Yes.
If we got people jumping the fence,
Yep.
then put a guard every so many feet. Should be a guard to guard all of that.
That's right.
Who's responsible,
Who's
for that?
responsible for it?
Uh-huh.
That's right.
The buck stops with you.
Yes.
And if you don't know what you're doing, step down before your get fired.
That's right.
Because you're going to get fired.
That's right.
You see
I
what I'm
told you,
saying?
repeal and replace them.
Hey, you're on with Diamond and Sip. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, hi, I'm Pam. I'm from just north of Spokane, Washington.
Hi, Pam.
Hi, Pam. What do you think about this healthcare fiasco and Paul Ryan?
Oh, well, Ryan, I think he's a traitor. Let me tell you, I also think he's a sore loser, and because he didn't get his plan passed before Obamacare came along. And I really think that he's really don't want Trump to be succeeding because he we didn't get his passed.
Uh-huh. She's right.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you,
I like that
darling.
analogy.
Thank you.
And he don't want Trump to be successful because
Right.
he was the same one talking around.
Uh-huh.
He would never do this. He would never do that, and this, and that.
Yeah. Him and a lot more others that's sitting in these key positions is thinking and doing the same exact thing. They're only there to take and try to sabotage our man
Yeah.
and his accomplishments. They don't want to see him succeed.
They don't want to see the agenda
but
being
they don't
pushed.
realize you're hurting the American people.
Because this is what we voted
This is
for.
what we voted for.
That's right. That's right.
girl.
Absolutely. Let's take another call.
All right, here we go.
Hi, you on with Diamond and Silk. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name's Monty from Georgia.
Hey,
Hey,
Monty. Okay, so tell me, what do you think about Paul Ryan? What do you think about this health care fiasco?
I think Paul's a rhino, and Obamacare was planned to fail from the beginning, which will pave the way for a single-payer system, which gives the government total control of your health care.
Whoa.
Baby
There you go.
steps, people. Baby steps.
Thank you so much. Thank you for saying that. I
He
love
said
it.
it.
You know
That
what? He
was the
surely
truth.
did.
That's called
And
telling
then
the
y'all
truth.
think back.
Yeah.
People, here's the deal. If Obama really cared about the people,
Right.
then why would you shove some BS down somebody's throat? Why would you lie and say that it's going to lower your premium? If you love your doctor, you'll be able to keep your doctor.
Yeah.
Why would you even have a website built for billions of dollars?
Yes.
Kickback, patty whack, give a dog a bone.
That's right.
This is all BS.
That's
and
right.
the same people that set the system up like this
Yes.
is now fighting against the system. It's like we back and forth.
War.
We having tug of war.
That's
we
right.
ain't got time for all
Don't
of
have
that.
time for it.
We
But
really
see,
don't.
Obamacare don't really care.
I thank you. That's right.
Obamacare don't really
And they
care.
don't even
at all.
and they don't even really care about your premiums going
No,
up.
they don't care. They can care less about all of that. What they want to do is, I don't know why it is. They want to see you getting a hand up, a hand out, instead of getting a hand
Yeah.
up. Because see, when they give you a hand out, then they can control you.
Right. Oh, that's right.
That's what they
Absolutely.
want. And so as long as they keep giving you a little bit here, a little bit there, the little crumbs.
But what happens to the lady? Her husband have diabetes. The premiums done went up to $700-800.
Yep.
Do you know that's like a house payment? What happens to those people? See,
Nobody's talking about those
Those
people
kind of
right
people,
there. You're talking about the ones that's on there. What about the ones that can't get on there?
Oh, what about the ones that's on it but can't hold on to
Go
it
to
because
it.
the premiums done roll?
That's right.
That's crazy. That's
right.
crazy.
It's
the whole system. The whole. I would tell you, maybe we should dismantle it all and rebuild it back up.
listen, if when you find that something is not working, it's best to dismantle it all and rebuild the foundation.
And don't just take parts off.
Yes, and exterminate while you at it. Make sure ain't no rodents or no type of bugs or anything is even in the doggone soil that you're gonna rebuild on.
And we're going to have to all sit down together and do it.
We all have to do it, but we have to do it with a mind where it's not biased.
Right.
And where we have an open mind to do it.
Right.
Because there's so many people up there that's bitter, that's
right.
biased, that they're making decisions based off of their
Feelings. And not about
and
what
not
the American
even off
people
the
want.
damn law.
Another thing is that they said President Trump, he is going to be working with both sides of the aisle.
Right.
But it's also people on both sides of the aisle to work with the president.
That's
and
right.
when you hear somebody like Big Mouth Maxine Waters saying she would never meet with the president or work with the president, how you working
Why
with
are you
people?
even there?
Right.
I mean, why are you even there?
Yeah.
To push your undercover agenda
Right.
that does nothing but hurt the American people
Right.
in the end.
That's exactly
it
right.
hurts your own family in the end,
In the
Maxine
end.
Walter.
When she do that.
Whenever
when
you do that.
When you so
Yes.
you keep saying Donald Trump need to work with people. They need to work with him.
He's the president.
That's right. He done already extended a hand.
Right.
You keep spitting at his hand.
Right.
Trying to chop off his fingers.
Right.
What is he supposed
What
to
is
do?
he supposed to do? It's just it all goes back to the job that I was talking about with that supervisor there. I don't sit there and wait on him to work with me.
Right.
No, I go. What do we need to do? All right, that's what I'm
That's
supposed
right.
to do.
You have to pay your
Oh,
role. There
my
can
God.
only be one president.
One.
Period.
Everybody
so
has
everybody
played the
trying
position.
to do, and you gotta watch some of these people
Woo.
because they are undercover. There's an undercover stank, an undercover
Yes.
hidden agenda.
But a lot of them that's in there, really in the thick of it, has been in there for a long time,
And they play
it's
games.
time for them to retire.
yeah, get out.
Go somewhere and,
And sit
sit
down.
your old ass down
That's
somewhere
right.
because you ain't did nothing for the American people. You've been doing this. That's what's getting me.
What?
You've been doing that same position, being in these different positions to run government, and look what's going on.
Look what's
You
going
ain't
on.
done nothing
You can't
then,
even-
and you ain't looking to do nothing now.
And also understand that President Trump is not a career politician,
That's right.
but Paul Ryan is.
That's where I'm going. Yes.
You didn't know something?
You didn't know that?
Huh? Y'all been talking about this for years, and y'all ain't done nothing.
What you been writing?
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
Y'all just collecting a check,
Wasting
and playing
time.
games. and wasting taxpayers'
Wasting
money.
time.
Let's take another call, girl.
Okay, there we go.
How you on with Diamond and Silk? What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Thomas from Tennessee.
Hi, Timeless. Okay, tell us what you think about this healthcare and Paul Ryan.
I agree with the previous callers. Paul Ryan is he's been very wishy-washy. He's a double-minded man. And I think President Trump nailed it in the head the other day. He basically called Pelosi and the rest of them out and said that they own Obamacare. It's theirs. It's basically in their lap, staring them in the face, and it's whatever happens is their fault. And now we see that Trump has backed away from any more dealings with us. He's done with it.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling.
That is typical of a successful businessman.
There you go.
When it's obvious the deal's not going through,
That's right.
then they're done. They're not going to waste your time.
There you go.
And Trump didn't get where he's at now by wasting his time.
By
Thank
wasting
you.
time.
Thank you for calling. I
darling.
love it. I love
Thank
the
you.
analogy. That's
Yes,
right.
That's the truth.
That's about the art of the deal,
deal.
when you making deals. Oh,
That's right.
Oh, you don't got that? I'm
What?
backing
You
away.
ain't got it right?
As a matter of fact, let it all bubble up.
Yeah.
Burst.
Yes.
Because when it do, then we'll come back to the table.
Right.
And then we can negotiate.
That's right.
They got to understand our president.
Ooh.
Our president don't get desperate.
That's right. No.
You didn't never see him get desperate in the election. He is cool, calm, and collective. He
Yes,
don't
honey.
get desperate,
That's right.
okay?
I was thinking about a story that I heard. I'm going to try to tell it the way I remember hearing it. About on one of his golf course, he wanted to put a flag up.
Okay.
A particular height. I cannot even remember the height, but I know that it would have went against the regulations to do it.
Okay.
And he liked his flag being that high. So, he
It was the American flag.
That's right. It was the American flag. And the way that he cleverly did that, because of the way that he had to do it, he just brought in some more dirt to make it higher so that the flag can still be as high as he wanted and within regulations, because he brought up the foundation. So the flag can come up higher versus bringing the flag down, the American
Just to let
flag.
you all know, we are dealing with a brilliant
Brilliant.
man. And just
Smart.
because he stepped back from a deal,
Yeah. Sometimes you got to go back
you got to
and
step back.
reevaluate.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
Relook at it.
You never get desperate.
No. You
Never
don't
get desperate when you making a deal,
No.
and never be afraid to walk away from it.
Peace.
Remember,
Bye.
he the one took 1 million and turned it into billions.
10 billion
He knows
plus.
what he's doing.
Yes.
He know our president know what he's doing.
Yes. And like he said, I must be doing something right because I'm the president and you're not.
Oops.
I love when he said that. And why you talking to me anyway?
That's right.
I love when
I
he
like
did
it when
that.
he get 'em straight.
Yes. And he's not scared to go toe to toe against the status quo. That's what we need in this country.
And like I said, it looked like that these checkers done turned into chess. But the only move these rhinos, these elites, the left, the
Yeah.
media, the only move they have to make is to move
Move
out of the way. baby, because
That's
we're
right.
gonna get some stuff done in
It's
this
gonna
country.
we're gonna get
We're
some
gonna
stuff
get some
done.
stuff done
This
in
country
this
has been
country.
stagnated for years.
And all
dealing
this,
with all
and
these
this is
people.
politics,
Bickering.
back and forth,
Yeah,
back and forth,
like chickens
back
with
and
their heads
forth,
cut,
back and
just
forth.
quack, 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 quack,
Today,
quack, quack.
I said, you know what?
Yes.
I am going to have a day without listening to the left. It was a peaceful day.
Yes.
Then when I went in my bedroom and cut on the TV and heard something about the left, I said, here we go.
Here we
you know,
go.
this is, they keep pushing these stories
Yes.
to make it stick. And when it don't stick, they push another one
Another.
to try to make that one stick.
Yeah.
And to
Yeah,
make
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So now they upset with the man that went and told the president about him being spied on. Remember about him being leaked?
Well-
so now the left is upset with him talking about he need to resign. He don't need to go nowhere.
That's right.
What he need to do is tell the president the truth.
The
Who
whole
is leaking
truth.
out information
That's right.
and who have been spying on president and his
That's
team.
right. Tell
period.
the truth, because we've been trying to tell y'all.
Yes.
And they don't want to listen.
Right.
Now the truth is coming out.
Right.
Checkmate.
Checkmate that. That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Did you want
Y'all
to take
can move
another
on.
call, girl?
Let's
We
take
got a
another
few
call.
more
We got a few
minutes.
more minutes.
Yes.
See, we'll sit here. Give the phone number out one more time.
980-224-4600.
That's 980-224-4600.
Uh-huh.
Let's take one more call.
One more call. Here we go.
Hi, you're on with Diamond and Silver. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Talk to us.
Come on, baby. Talk to us. You don't want to talk? Okay. we
Hello?
got it. Hey, you're on with
Hello?
Diamond and Silver. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, it's Deborah from Oregon.
Hi,
Hi,
Deborah.
Deborah.
What do you think about
Hi.
Paul Ryan, and what do you think about this healthcare fiasco that happened?
Well, you know, I really feel like President Trump, he has our backs, and he is trying hard to get the right things for us.
Yes.
But then we have people like Paul Ryan. I mean, he's had 7 years to get it together. He's not a stupid man, so I figure it's some kind of political move. And I'm like you gals, get the hell out of the way if you don't want to help the American people. Why
That's
do you
right.
think we're paying you to be there?
That's
the way
right.
I feel about it.
That's right.
Love it. Thank you
You
for
said it.
calling.
Thank
she
you,
said
darling.
it. Get out of the way.
Get out of the way.
We want somebody. Listen, we know what platform our president ran on.
Yes.
He won.
That's right.
I need to make sure every team player, all the key
That's
players
right.
are on our president's side.
That's right.
And if you see a hookup, whoa.
Yes.
Wait a minute, guys. Come here. There's a little
is what
hookup
we need
right
to do
here.
right here.
We may need to do this here.
Right.
So this won't happen.
Right. Right.
Instead of going along with it.
Right.
Because he's depending on, he can't do every damn
Everything.
thing.
Right.
He's depending on the key
You're
players.
supposed to be an expert.
That's right,
In
to
that
know their
position.
stuff.
If everybody would play their position and stop all trying to be the doggone president,
Right.
then maybe we can get something done.
And shame on anyone that say you on the Trump train and you try to blame our president for what other people pushing their own agenda. Pushing people working for their own greed and not the need of people.
And think we don't see that with all 8 of our eyes.
And how do we know somebody wasn't paid?
Oh, look.
Allegedly.
It's a lot of them that done been paid allegedly up there, getting kickbacks
Yeah,
and patty
patty
whacks
whacks.
and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a whole lot
To
of
make
them up
sure.
there. And but the American people are the one that goes be lacking in
And
the
they
end
suffer from it.
and
They
suffer
suffer
from
for it.
your games that you're playing. It's time out for playing games. Paul Ryan just resigned.
Just go ahead and resign.
Just go. We need somebody that knows how to write a bill, write up whatever needs to be written up.
And if
read.
something not right about the bill,
Yes. Don't
listen
push
to
it.
people.
Listen.
Don't listen.
Yes.
Whoa, okay. Because sometimes you got to open up your ears to listen.
You got to hear. You got to listen. That's
because
right.
you may have to be like, okay, wait.
But I hear what you're saying. But the bottom line, if you up there with a biased mind,
That's right.
and you're not open-minded,
You
to
have an
doing this
undercover agenda.
Yeah, because you bitter and you mad.
That's right.
Because your man lost or because you lost.
Right.
Ain't nothing gonna get done
Right.
if they up there like
Well,
that.
I wonder, girl, did he think he was going to be the president? Because I remember.
Yes.
You remember when they
I
was talking
remember.
about
Yes.
they were going to try to do something to make Paul Ryan.
I remember that. They was going to try to push him in because President Trump was knocking everybody out. one
They were
by
going to
one
try
by
to do
one.
something.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe, I'm just saying, this is my opinion. I'm
Yeah.
not saying nothing.
Yeah.
Allege everything. But do you think maybe he's upset because he wouldn't have won?
Oh, hell no, he wouldn't have won. I don't care who they would have put in positions. No, they would not have won.
And anybody that's lining themselves up right now to run in 2020, you ain't gonna win.
Hell, oh.
Just go somewhere and sit down.
Go.
You know what? I don't like snakes. I don't like people. I don't like these people, you all, that come out like you know how people don't know how really the strain.
Yes.
When you supporting somebody.
Yes.
And everybody, you got everybody just like they against him.
Yes.
Then as soon as the momentum pick up and he's winning, now you got people that was on the sides of other people, wasn't thinking about him, tried to throw him under the bus, talked about him like a dog. They for him. And then the first hookup, now they trying to blame him and blame. But that right there, I don't like people like
Lord,
that. I don't like a snake.
No.
Keep snakes away from me. They'll bite you.
What's the best way to kill a snake?
What you can get when you use some turpentine? What do you do? What do you use to kill snakes? What do you put?
Talking about that sulfur, that's to keep the snakes away.
Keep them snakes away.
Keep the snake away.
It's a lot of snakes. Y'all be careful.
There's a lot of snakes.
Be careful who you listen to.
Yes.
If they do not support our president,
that's right.
Because when he wins, we all win. I want him to win.
Yes.
That's how we all come
and
up.
I damn sure would prefer my taxpayer money to be going towards securing him when he go home on the weekend instead of going towards illegal immigrants.
That's right. And how is it that we let illegal immigrants come in?
Yeah.
We give them housing, food, and shelter, but our president doesn't work all week, and he want to go to his own home,
bed.
And somebody got to say something about it.
Shut the
They
hell
need to
up.
shut up about that.
Girl.
Let my president want to go.
Yes.
He can go. He
can
has
go.
diamond and silk
That's
permission.
right.
You go to Mar-a-Lago. You go to all of your property.
Play golf on his own property.
That's right.
On his own stuff. Girl, I sense some jealousy.
That's all they mad about.
Some jealousy
he works
going
very
on.
hard, you all.
Yes.
He works very hard.
Yes.
He worked like that during the campaign, and he's still working like that now. If I worry about anything, it's about him working so much. I'd be so happy.
But he deserves a break on the weekend.
That's right. Didn't
and
say
leave him alone. Leave him alone. That thing disturbed me.
It disturbed
And then they
me
want to
too.
try to put different things in place for this and for that. Look, it's time out for all of these games. Y'all don't forget to send me my email.
Send her email. We've never know the list of people you all that you all see.
Yes.
It's not on his team because
That's
we got
right.
to eliminate.
It's time for eliminating.
People out.
That's right.
Put some more people
if you're not playing your position,
that's right.
What do they do to you? They repeal and replace you.
Bitch you.
Bye.
Bitch.
Bye.
You bitch.
Go sit on the bench.
Sit on the bench. Yeah,
sit on the bench and watch us get it done.
us do this.
That's right.
And one thing about my man, our president, Donald J. Trump.
Yes.
President Trump used to say back on the campaign trail, he would say, let me show you. I'm going to show y'all how to win.
Show you
how to win.
That's right.
And y'all better learn how to be winners.
Yes.
Instead of being sore losers. Listen, you all, don't forget to visit the Diamond Silk Store, diamondsilkstore.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. We got the Now Build Twitter, Instagram, Periscope,
Yes.
all of those. Also visit our website, Diamond and Silk. Let us know who goes into this week bowl of stupid,
That's
diamondandsilk.com.
Yes.
And all of the other little stuff that we have out there. Sometimes we may do a blog. We are now bloggers and bloggers.
Yes.
I'm telling you, we're just doing the darn
We're doing
thing.
a whole lot of stuff because we absolutely love you guys.
And listen,
so
we just two black chicks down with politics, baby. Listen, we're just coming to give you the 211. We call it 211 because it's two of us.
And we're the ones giving it to you.
So in the meantime and in between time, we will see you all next time right here on Facebook Live. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye. Love you.